in the chat box regarding the sounds. Loud and clear? Loud and clear? Am I loud and clear? Yes, perfect. So last week, people, we started the communication services. So in that one, we have to do the last part, which is the nature of communications and the factors to consider when selecting a medium. So write down, people, write down for the nature of communication. We can write verbal, verbal, verbal. Verbal means cutting, verbally. Examples, we can take meeting, meeting, discussions, and workshop. Workshop means people, one person will come and he will do a small presentation in front of you, and he will engage you with his conversation, and he will be giving the relevant learning for you. Workshop, shop, telephone conversation, telephone conversation, and conference, conference. So these are certain examples for verbal communication, people. Then we can move to the written. Written means liela, like the letters, written, letters, notice board, notice board, handbill, magazine, magazine, banner, banner, posters, posters, newspapers, newspapers. So these are certain examples for written. And we can use the electronic, for email, fax, WhatsApp messages, those things. Electronic, loudspeaker, digital display boards, email, fax, internet, social media, social media, and next people codes and signals like the board signs and all. Codes and signals, codes and signals. Examples: road signal, bell, signs. That is the first area. So what are the factors that you have to consider when you are selecting a medium people? Now let's take an example. You are getting your O-level results. Okay. Someone from the government coming to your home and telling Puta, your O-level results is 9 days and he is going. So that is not an appropriate medium to tell us such an important message, right? Maybe it should be there in a proper government website. Neither. So first people, appropriateness should be there. Appropriateness. Appropriateness should be there. Yes, Shamin is telling cost. Obviously. Speed. Now you just take an example. I am cancelling the class. Today's class cancelled. Okay. At 7:15, I am getting one of the very important work. So I am cancelling the class. You have the class at 7:30. We'll assume. I am sending you a letter. By writing a letter, I am sending you a letter. You will get the letter in another 4-5 days. So speed is not there, right? So if we have to send something quickly, fast, then we can use something like WhatsApp or SMS or those kind of things. So speed matters. Speed. And cost. If you are a person who doesn't want to spend that much in order to send the message, if you want to deliver the message at a lower cost, now let's take an example. I want to tell you class is cancelled. If I write a letter and send it to you people, I have to buy an envelope. Envelope will cost 10 rupees. I have to buy a stamp. It will cost another 10 rupees, 20 rupees. I have to have a A4 paper, 5 rupees, 25 rupees. And people postal charges, another 50 rupees. Almost like 100 rupees I have to spend to reach the message for one student. Kala make 100 rupees spend karla mum message ka reach kar. Very expensive, no? Simple way. WhatsApp message. Nado, kalas. If not SMS. SMS small amount. 30 cents, 1 rupees. Game close. Message delivered. Cost. And what else? Clarity. The clarity of the message that should be there when you are sending. Other party should be able to understand it. And next one, easy to use. Easy to use. Now you just think and see, for a 80-year-old, your grandfather is there. Okay. You are sending him a message in TikTok. Now, grandfather, he will not know how to go to TikTok, and when you open the TikTok, only videos will be there. So you have to find and search and take the message icon. So he has to click that icon. So it is not convenient for them, no? Then for such a person, the best way is maybe call and tell the message rather than sending the messages. Other party should be able to use it easily. So these are certain things, factors that you have to consider when selecting a communication medium. So with that, we are done with the communication also. So now we have to get into the last one. So let me go to the top again. Let me go to the top here. Supporting services. We are done with the banking services. We are done with the insurance. We are done with the communication. Now let's move to the last one, which is the transportation. You think loudly and you tell me, people, for a business, transportation important. For a business, transportation is it something important? Is very, very, very important. So one situation they need the transportation people to get the item that they need. We'll assume I am selling maybe clothes. I am selling clothes. I am importing the clothes from India. So for me to get the inventory, I need a mode of some kind of transportation. No, maybe sea cargo or air cargo. Somehow I have to get it. And if I am doing a business of selling the clothes, I have employees to work under me. So for them to come to the office, there should be a transportation method mechanism. So that transportation is supporting my service. It's a supporting service. If the transportation how the hell I can do the business? Difficult. And not only that, once I am done with the product, if I want to send an online order to the customer, for me to send the order to the customer, I need some form of transportation. So those transportation is supporting me, people. Having a road, all these things are supporting businesses. That's why people generally, when a good road is coming in a certain area, in those areas, the businesses will develop. Businesses are developing because people, if a particular business or shop is accessible, a lot of customers will come. You just think and see you are going and opening a shop inside the forest. No one will come. You are opening the same shop in the Gold Road. In the front, face, a lot of customers will. Because very easy, accessible. That means that Gold Road is supporting your business. So transportation is something very, very, very important to businesses. Okay. So when we say transportation, most of the people, they think it's all about the vehicle or the fleet. Now, if you take bus, they think only about the bus. Transportation means only bus. No, transportation means bus is one item only. Road is another item which is connected with the transportation. And petrol, no, bus petrol, diesel is another item which is connected with the transportation. And people, the bus stand, bus hold, bus holding, that is another item connected with the transportation. So when we say transportation, don't only think about the bus or train. No, you are thinking only about the medium of transportation. Transportation is a broad one. If you take a train is just the medium. So you can't say transportation is the train. No. The train track is a part of transportation. Whatever the coal or whatever the diesel or whatever the electric or whatever the item that you are using to power the train is a part of transportation. Train station is a part of transportation. So don't ever think transportation is only the medium. Transportation consists of several elements. So what are those elements? Way, medium, power, terminal. So let's write for each and every item, people. Way means very simple. කොහොමද? පාරේද උඩින්ද train එකෙන්ද මුහුදෙන්ද that one. Means it road or air or sea or that is the way. Write it, people. This is the this means different ways used to used for transportation. Such as road, railway, air, sea, medium. Medium means people, the fleet that we are using actually. The fleet or the type of vehicle that we are using. Using but we are transporting. Write it, people, for that one. Different types of vehicles and crafts used in different transportation ways. Such as buses, trains, aeroplanes, ships, power, people, it can be fuel like petrol, diesel, coal, electricity. Now electric vehicles also they are not. Now if you take example, light train, metro. In Sri Lanka it's not there. Metro එහෙම යන්නේ electricity. The energy used to run the transportation medium, such as gas, fuel, electricity, solar power, battery, so terminal means people, the places where this, whatever the transportation mediums are handled. Example, if you take bus hall, train station, aeroplanes airport, ships harbor, terminals. Right, people? terminals or stations is the place where the medium of transportation is handled, such as bus stop, railway station, airport, harbor, okay, good. Now, people, we are going to see certain factors that we have to consider when selecting a proper transportation medium line. Example, let's take example. You want to send 100, or I want to bring from China 100 tons of garments. 100 tons. 100 tons of garments from China I am going to bring. Can I bring through the buses, trains? I can bring through the air, but very expensive. So best option is maybe C, shipway. So now you see, I considered a lot of factors, no, for me to select a transportation method. Bus, railway, no access. It is not accessible. Sea is accessible, sorry. Air is accessible, aeroplane, but very expensive. I looked at the cost. Will the cost. So I went to the ship. And likewise, we'll assume another example. I want to bring the same item quickly, fast, immediate. Then if that is the case, I can't go for the ship. Then I will have to go for the maybe air, because air is normally quickly than the ship. Ship will take 3-4 months to arrive. That's how ships are. Certain ships are there for 3-4 months. It will be there in the sea. Yeah? It's taking a lot of time. So let's see certain factors that we have now. Now I considered certain factors. The cost I considered, the capacity size I considered, speed I considered, accessibility I considered. So likewise, lot of factors are there. We have to consider when selecting an appropriate transportation medium. So let's write one by one. Let's write one by one. Nature of goods. Nature of goods. Nature of goods. So under that, write down for the nature of goods. According to the factors such as the nature of goods, expiry period, weight, weight, value, value, medium can change. Medium can change. Cost of transportation. Cost of transportation. Capacity. Capacity. Security. How safe the transportation medium. Speed. Being common. Being common means accessibility. Accessibility. Or availability. Okay. So how the transportation can contribute to the effectiveness of the business? That's what I told you people when I am starting. For me to bring the products to me, transport is helping me. For me to get the employees to my company, transport is helping me. For me to bring the customers inside my business premises, transport is helping me. For me to deliver the products to the customers, transport is helping me. So, like different ways are there where transportation is helping me. Right it, people? So, to obtain resources required for the business to deliver the finished goods to the market, to transport the employees, to deliver the goods to suppliers, to bring the customers to business premises. If you all are done, post the letter G. Well, done. Okay, now let's move to the ways of transportation. ඔගොල්ලෝට මෙහෙම චූටි මේකක් ගහ ගන්න පුළුවන්ද? මෙහෙම එකක් ගහ ගන්නකො. හතරක් තියෙනවා. One is road. Road. Other one is railway. Railway. Other one is water. Other one is air. So now we are going to look at each and every item. Road, railway, water, air. Advantages, disadvantages. So let's write certain advantages. So what are the advantages of roads, people? Biggest advantage, road is available for any place, no lamai, not like railway tracks, no. So we have to write the advantages by looking at other ones also. Road is available in all the places, not like railway track. Railway track for all the places it is not available. And road, people, when you compare with the air, cheaper. So likewise, there are advantages. So we'll write one by one. Can be used up to the destination point. More accessibility, not like railway. Can be used anytime. Train, people, you can't take a train and go anytime that you want. But road not like that. If you have a car, take the car, go. That's it. Anytime you can use it. So what are the disadvantages? භාරයක්දී traffic එක සට්ට බඩි traffic delays due to the heavy traffic. So people, traffic is something very hectic thing. Huh? Now you just think about the train. No traffic, no. Railway, what traffic? Huh? Railway only for the train. Train will nicely go. Guji, 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 nicely go. But are එහෙම බෑ traffic ගහනවා very very difficult and accidents are high and people air pollution lot of impact on the environment. Okay, now let's move to the railway line. Railway advantages, not like three-wheel buses can take a huge quantity, like 10 times, 20 times of buses one rail train can take, no? Heavy load. Load day පටවගෙන යන්න පුළුවන් බස් වල in the trains. Ability to transport heavy loads of goods and passengers at once. No traffic. No traffic. Relatively cheaper to air. Disadvantages. As I told you people, you can take anytime. Road එකේ දැම්ම ගියා. Train එහෙම බෑනේ. You can't do like that. No, you can't take the train anytime that you want and you can't go. And people accessibility like to the destination point. Yeah, trains will go for a certain station. From the station only you have to go by the road to the relevant place. So like the roads, it doesn't have that level of accessibility to the end destination. So let's write it, people. Often cannot be used to reach the final end point from the train station. We should use the road to get to the end destination. Cannot use any time like the road, transportation if any if any accident occur, it takes a longer time to rectify. Accident එකක් වුණා නම් එච්චරයි. You just think and see. Train is going out of the track. Track final. It is very difficult to put it back to the track. Huh? It's a huge process. Huge process. It takes a lot of time. Not like road accidents. Road accident, if something happens, you can simply kick the vehicle away. No, not kicking the vehicle away. You can easily move it away. But trains are not like that. Done. So we have to do only another 2 more. With that, we will be done. Okay, now let's move to the water, people. Water, as I told you, you can bring huge, massive quantities comparatively to the air cargo. Sea cargo is very cheaper. Because of this sea only, people, lot of international trades are happening because they can import for a lower cost. So these are certain advantages. Let's write it, people. Can transport very large quantities comparatively to air. It's cheaper. Facilitate the international trade. Facilitate the international trade. Can transport heavy barra badu. Like if you want to import a train, you can't put it to the plane and bring it. You can't put it to the aeroplane and bring it. You have to put it to the ship and only you have to bring. You want to bring a train, you don't know how much weight. Huh? Big machines, huge machines. Even people, certain aeroplanes they are bringing through the ship only. Can transport heavy items. Disadvantage, people, time consuming. It's very time consuming. If anyone's father is there or known one is there who is working in this shipping line, who is working in a ship, they know once they get into the ship, they will be there in the sea for like 3-4 months. They will come home after 3-4 months. After they come home 3-4 months, they will be having a leave for like 1 month or 1.5 months. That's a different case scenario. It is very time consuming. Very time consuming. Ability to reach every destination. Every destination have a තැනටම යන්න බැහැනේ. මොහොත රෑනේ හැම තැනටම. Everywhere doesn't have a harbor also. Then final people, yeah, very quick. Yeah, it's very quick. Comfortable than other mediums. Facilitate the international trade for a lower scale, but for a massive scale. Massive scale ship on air cargo. Disadvantages, very expensive. Very expensive. Cannot reach the exact end destination. So these things, people, you should be able to think and write down. So with that, we are done with that one as well. So there are two questions. Can you all do, people? First one, the following are certain examples for events related to the transportation sector in Sri Lanka. Name the relevant element of transportation. Element. Name the relevant element of transportation for each event. I'll give you 2 minutes, Lamai. Quickly do. So element we learn 4. මේ හතරෙන් එකක් ඔයා දාන්න ඕනේ මෙතනට. What are the 4? One is the way, other one is the medium, other one is the power, other one is the terminal. මේවා connected මොකක් එක්කද? Way, the medium, the power, the terminal. Connected with what? Way, the medium, the power, the terminal. කියලා ලියන්න ඕනද? Good. So, Shamin, let's see. Yeah. Expanding the Colombo harbor. Connected with what? Harbor. Harbor. Connected to the connected to terminal. So y'all send me the answers in the chat box. Huh? Way නම් W දාන්න, medium නම් M දාන්න, power නම් P දාන්න, terminal නම් T දාන්න. Reducing the prices of diesel, petrol and kerosene connected to the power. I'll just write the letter, you write it properly. Yeah. Planning to develop a new road. Planning to develop a new road connected to the way. Ceylon Transportation Board importing 200 small buses. Increasing the buses, medium. Introducing new solar power connected to the power. Building two new railways. New railways. New railways. Sorry, people. Sorry, I didn't read it. I didn't read it fully. Sorry. It's railway station. Station. Then what is that? Station. Terminals. Station, no? Terminals. Buying 3 new airplanes, medium. Repairing the damaged roads. Repairing the damaged roads. Base. Good. Next, what are they asking? The following are 4 incidents using the transportation service. State different transportation ways that can be used for each instances in the activity above. State 2 mediums running in each transportation way. Select the most appropriate transportation medium for each activity and explain the reason. So it's a big question, no? A. They are asking us to write different transportation ways first. Ways. Then 2 mediums. And they are asking us to select the most appropriate medium for each activity and explain the reason. Most appropriate. Appropriate medium. And why? Why? Distributing dry food for people suffering from flood area in the eastern area. So what are the ways that we can use people? One is the water. Flood me. Flood nang obviously sea. or the water. Other one is air. Uh, what are the mediums that we can use, people? Boat, boat, ship, ship, air, helicopter, helicopter, planes. So what is the most appropriate one, people? Tell me. What is the most appropriate one out of the things that we have written? What the most appropriate? Yanda. Boat එකනේ. Boat. Why? Cheaper and can reach to each house. නැත්තම් තව ලියන්න පුළුවන් ඔයාට. Tire tube, barrel galley, those things also you can write. Huh? No, no. B. Importing 10 train engines to Sri Lanka from China. Water. Water. Sri Lanka people, since it is an island, we can't go to road option. No? At some place, it should be either air or water. Either air or water, because we are an island. So water people, again, you can write maybe boat and ship, air, helicopter, plane. Ideal one is ship, because reason heavy item. Heavy item. We can't bring it from the plane field. C. Going to Colombo from Kandy. Road is there. Road is there. Then you have Colombo from Kandy. Not Kandy, Goal. Sorry. Goal, goal. Then ගාලේ කට්ටිය මාත් එක්ක තරහ වෙනවා. What else? Air. Air. Okay. Water. Water. And railway. ඔක්කොම තියෙනවා. Railway. Road you can use bus. Own vehicle. Air නම් ඉතින් helicopter නේ. You can't take a plane, no man. Plane, you have to go from one airport to another airport. No, Gold doesn't have airport, no. Water, boat. නේද මේ ඔස්ට්‍රේලියාවට යන එකේ කාලේ ඉඳන් කොළඹ එන්න බැරිද බෝට්ටුවේ නේද? Railway, train. So, what is the most appropriate one here, people? What is the most appropriate one, as you think? හිතන්න. හොඳට හිතන්න. Yeah. They're asking the most appropriate transportation medium. Emergency. It's an emergency. Emergency. So people own vehicle or car or van is better. You can come quickly. You can come quickly. available at any time. Not like train, not like train. We have to wait till the train comes. And cheaper, not like helicopter. Not like helicopter. So with that, Lamai, then we are done with the biggest business studies chapter which is there in your syllabus. Remaining two chapters are very, 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 very simple. Part B. Part oh, there is another one. No, yes. D. Bringing a load of salt to Colombo from Jaffna. To Colombo from Jaffna. Maybe the road and railway. Because we have the railway to Jaffna. Ruhuna Kumari neda, Ruhuna Kumari. Yal Devi. Yal Devi, as I can remember. Road. You can use bus, lorry, train. So what is better people? Load of salt. Load dekak kinda either lorry or train is better. Bus එකේ load එකක් දාලා යවන්න බැහැනේ. If it is like a small box, small package, you can put it to a bus and you can send it. You can ask other person to go to the bus stand and get it from the bus, and you can give the phone number of the bus driver. Here, a load, no. So maybe train or lorry. Reason, load of salt. The management, marketing. Those are the two areas that we are left out. So within one or two classes, we can finish off those two chapters. Then promise delivered after that. Started January. It's 11-month program. In 10 months and maybe 1 or 2 weeks, we are done with the syllabus. But still we have time until the exam. So there is going to be a special program that these days I am thinking of that program, people. Areas, one is trade. Other one is supporting service. Supporting service. So trade people, we focused on two areas. What are the two areas? One is the domestic trade. Another one is the international trade. International trade. Domestic trade we learned. Retail and wholesale. International trade, import, export. Import, export. Then we move to the supporting services. We focused on 4 supporting services. What are the 4? Banking, insurance, communication, transport. So banking people we learn services related to the deposits, services related to the e-cash. E-cash. Then people under this we learn the check that and this blah 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 blah. Then we move to the insurance people. In insurance, we learn the property insurance and the life insurance. Then we move to the communication. Communication, internal, external. Internal, external. Then people transportation. Transportation, elements. Elements ඉගෙන ගත්තා. Way, medium, power, terminal. In under ways we learn road, rail, water, air. So this is a quick snap and advantages and disadvantages of each one. This is a quick snap of the entire chapter. Done? Then bye bye next week. Bye.